Finance topics school never taught you. Here's a question. Did you learn much about finances in school? If your answer is no, you're not alone. According to a survey conducted on 1,000 Americans, 76% felt that high school did not provide them with enough financial education, and 54% did not feel comfortable with money until they were well into their 20s. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we'll be covering finance topics that school never taught you. Knowing these concepts is essential so you don't make or continue to make financial mistakes in life. Without further ado, let's dive in. 1. How to save. In life, you'll be hit with the unexpected. For this, it's necessary for you to have an emergency fund that can come in handy during tough times. So how can one save for such an event? Well, to save, you must know where you're spending. Keep track of all your expenses, including coffee, home items, cash tips, and monthly bills. Record your costs in whatever way works best for you, whether with a pencil and paper, a simple spreadsheet, or a free online spending tracker or app. Once you have your data, sort it into categories like utilities, groceries, and shopping, and total each amount. Now you know where all your money is going. The next step is to make a budget. Your budget should indicate how your expenses compare to your income, allowing you to plan your spending and avoid overspending. Don't forget to account for expenses that occur on a regular but not monthly basis, such as car maintenance. Create a savings category in your budget and attempt to save an amount that feels comfortable to you at first. Plan to increase your savings up to 15% or even 20% of your income over time. In this way, you will always have some money on the side to help you in any emergency. 2. How to spend money wisely. If you spend any amount of time on social media, you would be familiar with flex culture. From brand new cars to insane amounts of clothing and shoe purchases, people buy expensive things to showcase being a part of the culture. Such spending may be possible when you're young, but these spending habits are disastrous in adult life. Here are some statistics of the rich that will put some things into perspective. 70% of millionaires spend less than $29,000 on their car, with only 5% spending more than $57,000. Moreover, 1/3 of millionaires purchase used cars, but it's not just cars. 75% of millionaires have never spent more than $199 on a pair of shoes. Half of the millionaires spend less than $235 on a wristwatch. 90% of millionaires live in residences worth less than $1 million. 29% of millionaires live in homes costing less than $300,000 each. What does this tell us about millionaires' habits? Millionaires tilt towards frugality and practicality, and often have less flashy spending habits than non-millionaires. Their thrifty spending habits are mirrored in their decision to reside in middle-class communities, where they may have 10 to 12 times the net worth of their neighbors and drive second-hand cars. A frugal lifestyle or living below your means has two effects. First, it means you're saving more money each month and year. Second, it indicates that you need to save less money overall to maintain your quality of living. In other words, if you live a frugal and measured lifestyle, whatever money you accumulate will go considerably further and last much longer. 3. How to budget. Have you ever felt like you don't have enough money to save more or invest? Now, is that just a feeling or is it fact? The truth is, most of us were never taught how to track our spending to determine if we need to increase our income or cut back on certain spending areas. How can we truly determine how much we can save or even invest if we don't know how much is coming in and going out monthly? Budgeting, for a lot of people, feels restrictive and controlling, but it doesn't have to be that way. It's only a method to help you determine where your money is going. There are even different types of budgets that you can try to see which one best fits your lifestyle. For instance, the zero-sum budget allows you to allocate all of your money to either expenses, savings, or debt so that your total equals zero by the end of the month. This way, you give every dollar a job. The 50-30-20 budget works with percentages stating you spend 50% of your income on needs, 30% on wants, and 20% on savings. This tends to be a little easier for people who don't have consistent income every month, since it works on percentages and not specific dollar amounts. 4. How to invest. Investing is the process of holding or purchasing assets with your money to generate future income and rewards. Are you afraid to invest because you fear you'll lose everything? Do you think the stock market is gambling? You may be surprised to know that many Americans feel the same way. Statistics show that Americans, even in today's information-rich society, are not knowledgeable about investing. A recent poll showed that 44% avoided investing entirely because they didn't understand it. 52% of these wish they had learned more about investing when they were in high school. 51% of them still want to learn about investing. Because so many Americans do not believe they fully understand investing, they are unaware of how much money they're missing out on by not doing so, which can amount to a lost opportunity cost of hundreds of thousands of dollars, particularly when it comes to retirement. I made my first investment at age 11. I was wasting my life up until then, Warren Buffett stated. Buffett is considered to be one of the greatest investors of our time. If he can start at such a young age, why can't we teach our teenagers how to invest? Investing may appear to be a complicated topic to teach teenagers, but it can pay them in the long run. 5. How to pay taxes. This is the most important thing that school doesn't teach you. In life, you must pay taxes. Countries must collect taxes to survive. Who will pay them? Ben Franklin said, "Nothing is certain except death and taxes." So why don't we get taught about taxes? For instance, if we told you there are ways you can reduce your taxes or avoid paying taxes altogether, would you believe us? Most of us receive education from government schools. Taxes run these schools. Teaching about taxes would be like bankrupting themselves. A wise man once said that a man is only in poverty because of a lack of knowledge. Without knowledge, you will be trapped by this evil world. While there are many circumstances that we can find ourselves in financially, watching videos, listening to podcasts, or even talking to a tax expert can help you determine if there are opportunities to use the many loopholes and credits that exist within tax law. So that brings us to the end of our video. If you learned something new today, like this video and share it with your friends. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and click on that bell icon to keep getting notified of our new videos. See you in the next one.